Hi, I'm Susan Price from Furniture Magicians, and I'm a proud sponsor of this video.
Who's doing all of this? And, wow, man, they doing all this filming. My name is James Cameron. No, not this James Cameron, this James Cameron. I grew up in Coney Island, Brooklyn, New York. I now live in Virginia. But before all of that, I had another passion. I loved Rolls-Royces. Well, a few years ago, I accomplished my dream. I purchased a 1985 Rolls-Royce Silver Spur. And that's where the nightmare began. But it was through trial and error that I discovered that there was a way to actually purchase these cars and maintain them that could save the buyer of future cars like this thousands of dollars. Now that is the sound of power. Let's take a trip. Come on, come along with me. I have now taken that knowledge and will now share it with you. My name is James Cameron, and I want to welcome you to the Rolls-Royce and Bentley University Buyer's Guide. Let's start class. Hello, class. Today, we are where are we in?
Yorktown.
Oh, we're in Yorktown, yes. Just want to make sure. Because you see, I'm from Williamsburg, so anytime I go past Williamsburg, I have no idea where I am. We're in Yorktown, Virginia. York County, right?
York County.
Yeah.
Stone Creek Shopping Center.
See, he knows all the information. So I want to introduce you to Jim. Jim, how you doing?
Good.
Good to meet you. We've been talking about the cars and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do, we're going to discuss today this absolutely beautiful Porsche. Or if you're from Brooklyn, we say Porsche.
It's two syllable word.
Yes, absolutely. And since I don't know anything about your car, and I assume you know more about your car than I do.
I do.
Then what I'm going to do is let you tell my class about your car.
All right.
So take it away.
Okay. Well, class, this car is a 2014 Porsche Cayman. I've owned it about 4 or 5 years. It's 275 horsepower, but only weighs 2,900 pounds. So, it's a fairly quick automobile. 6-speed manual, 2-tone leather interior, and I take it to Virginia National Raceway and run it on the racetrack.
Really?
Called driver education. It's not racing, it's driver education.
Oh, okay.
So you have to get permission to pass.
Really?
Yeah.
How many miles do you have on it now?
It's got 47,000.
Original miles?
Original miles.
What type of work, if any, have you done with the car? I know you said it's 2-tone.
Well,
is this all like just the way you got it?
Yeah, because it's a mid-engine car, the air intakes are on the side of the car, and the radiators are up here. So all that piping has to go back to the engine because it's water cooled.
Really?
Yeah. If you see these screens on here, that keeps rocks from hitting the radiators.
Wow. But it's a beautiful car.
All right.
And I want to thank you for letting us share your car with my class. Jim,
all right.
Thank you very much. It's a beautiful car. Safe driving.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, class, we're still here in, where are we?
We're in York County.
Oh, we're in York County. Okay, I'm just making sure that we're still in York County here at this magnificent car show. And class, we have
Gordon Garnett.
Gordon Garnett. And he's got a beautiful, beautiful Cadillac. And what year is this?
It's a 77 DeVille coupe.
77 DeVille. I remember when these cars came off the showroom, and even then I couldn't afford it. But he has had this car now how long?
I got it about 4 months ago, but a friend of mine bought it 24 years ago in Roanoke, and I drove the car down. When I bought the car, it still had the same tires on it that were on it when I drove it down from Roanoke. He used it for just a tad over 6,000 miles in the 24 years that he owned it. He changed the oil regularly in it on time rather than mileage. And the car has just turned 50,000 miles at this point.
Really?
I've replaced the tires, of course, redid the brakes, detailed the engine, put new wires, cap, rotor, plugs, going over everything under the hood, new alternator, and had a new headliner and cleaned it. It had about 3/8 of an inch of dust on it when I bought it out of the storage.
I'm not surprised.
And so it's new gas tank, new fuel line, new sending unit, all these things. I spent about $5,000 at this point and still spending to get the lack of use out of storage out of it. But it's a sweet driving, running car, nice cruise control.
Well, I'll tell you what. You said that you've spent like $5,000?
Yeah, and a whole lot of labor.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. I'll take it off your hands right now for $5,050. How's that? At least you made a $50 profit. That ain't half bad.
No, that's what I've spent on it after I bought it. You clearly don't understand what they're worth and what my labor's worth. I ain't got much labor left to sell.
I hear you.
At my age, I'm 81 years old.
Really?
And it hurts for me to do these things today, but I still got to do it. If you want to stay alive, you got to keep rolling.
Exactly. But listen, it's been a pleasure.
Yes, sir.
It's a beautiful, beautiful car.
Thank you so much.
I'm so happy that you allowed us to be able to share it with my class.
Enjoyed chatting with you. Have a good day. Hope your class does well.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
You're most welcome.
Well, class, we're here once again, and this one, I mean, all the cars here are absolutely beautiful, but this one brought back memories, and I'm going to tell you why it brought back memories. I remember growing up in Brooklyn, and we had slot cars. So I told John here, besides this, we got something in common. We both had Stingrays.
That's right.
I had mine also in 63. That's what this is, right?
That's correct.
It's a 63. This is an absolute beautiful car. So I'm not going to waste any more time. I want you to tell my class about your car. How did you purchase it? Things that you've done to it. Things that we need to know about it. So the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you. This is a 63 split window coupe, the only year that they had the split window. And because of that, it's become very collectible. I bought the car in 2013 from a gentleman in Chesterfield. He had the car in a collection of about 38 cars, had owned the car for 9 years, and put 147 miles on it.
147?
I put that many in it the first weekend that I had the car. I bought the car to drive, so I've made some improvements to it. I've got vintage air on the car. I've done a lot of things to the car. The car was a nice car when I got it. It's a very nice car now, but it's still a driver. And it had the aftermarket knockoff wheels on it, which I got rid of because I think the car looks more natural with the hubcap.
Absolutely.
Which is what the cars had back in the day.
Absolutely. You want to describe the engine for us?
Sure, it's a 327, 340 horse engine. Originally, it had solid lifters, but I've taken the solid lifters out, and I've got a hydraulic cam in it now, so it's much easier to maintain, and it's much more civil on the street. I've replaced plenty of stuff on the suspension, bushings, and that kind of stuff. I've added power steering also to the car.
Oh, this didn't have power steering?
No. Actually, you could not get power steering if you got the 340 horse engine.
Okay.
Because they put a really big oil pan on it. And I have changed the oil pan to a lower horsepower engine oil pan, and now the power steering fits. And it's the regular Corvette power steering that I added.
Okay. Wow. This is stunning. Well, John, listen, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much. It's been great meeting you and everything.
Great meeting you.
And hopefully we'll do this again next year. You got another one of these?
Actually, not one of these, but I do have another Corvette.
You have another Corvette?
Yes.
Bring the other Corvette. I might be able to make you an offer you can't refuse.
Okay. ZR1. You'll love it.
Really?
650 horsepower.
Bring it.
All right.
Take care. It's been a pleasure. Well, class, we're still here, and I'm just losing my mind. What we've got here is Howard. And Howard has his
1957 Chevy pickup.
And let me tell you, not only does he have his 57 pickup, oh my goodness.
Let's start here. I'm gonna tell you a little bit about the interior. The seats are from a 1994 Cadillac Escalade. And the reason I went that route was, as you can tell, the seat belts came made into the seats. So I really didn't have to drill into the body of the vehicle for those seat belts. I was looking also at safety. The interior, the console, I made a template when I started this project. I made the template out of cardboard. I designed how I wanted that console to be. Once I got that right, then I took aluminum and cut that and made that and took it to my upholstery man. As you can see, interior, I have chrome everywhere on this vehicle. Chrome steering column, dash chrome. Also, there's a lot of custom work. As you look, back in the day, these vehicles had a glove box. The glove box has been completely removed. Also, the outside of this vehicle, as you can see, there are no door handles. This vehicle has the electric pop locks. Went a step further. I was looking at details. You got to be very detail oriented when you are looking at doing any custom work. So if you look at the floor mats, the floor mats has embroidered in it Purple Rain. The truck is after Prince. The name of the truck is Purple Rain. Purple Rain is probably written on here a few times, but I had an interior man who's out of Hampton to do the interior. His name is Bob. He's a great interior man. So he did my interior. I ran all my lights. This vehicle, when the music is on, the lights come on and they play to the sound of the music. So as you can see, there are lights on right now, but there are additional lights in here that are not on now. The color changes, but for the most part, I try and keep the color close as I can to the color purple. That's the interior. Okay, now we're gonna talk about the rear of the truck. The rear of this truck, as I stated earlier, has a 1969 Chevelle rear end with 411 gears, and you can see that the tires are 315 20s in the rear and the 18s in the front. But as you can see, there's also a television in the rear bed area. And most of the time when I'm at a car show, the music that I play is Prince. I play Purple Rain, Prince. And that's the theme of this truck. That's the reason for this truck. This truck was, now is actually giving credit to what I look at as a legend, Prince, the legend. And the song that I pull up every time I play is called Purple Rain. As you can see, Purple Rain, the name of the truck. Prince, the legend. And that's the rear of the truck. The bed area on this truck has been completely done. It's wood. I had to do the interior of the bed. I had to spread out the wheel wells because I put wire tires in it. So they have been, the wheel wells size has been increased. That's the bed area. Just to show you how much detail went into this, this cover, that's a custom cover, but just to show you, when that cover come down, it has a resting area. The metal that was cut and custom made has teardrops in it. And it has the initials PR engraved in it for Purple Rain. If you look at the lights, that's all French teardrop lights. So everything was custom made. If you look at the back of the cab, in the corner of the cab, look at the back window of the cab. There is an umbrella in the corner window of the rear window, and it has raindrops coming down on that umbrella. Everything is after Purple Rain Prince. All of you.
Listen, it's been an absolute pleasure and an honor.
Thank you, thank you.
So I want to very much so thank you again for allowing us to share your car, the story, the history. We really appreciate it.
Oh, I appreciate y'all giving me the time to tell a little bit about why I did it and the reason I selected purple and Prince. The legend, the hero, my hero, Prince, Purple Rain.
Got it. Class, here we are again at the end. Hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed looking at all these great cars, meeting great people, and I will see you next time.